So here is the goat barn that we're working on. I already got the roof up and the post for the side. That is an Endura roof product that I got at Lowe's, and I used it on the chicken house. Held up really well, and I like it. It's easy to put up, and it seems to hold good. It's also paintable as it loses its color over time. And so we had the one section done on the right side there, and had that done first, and then we're just going to make a little overhang for the goats. So then decided that we needed a place to birth new goats, and so we decided to cover this in, and that's why it's built like this with the that board going up across the top there, right there. So we're used all 4x4 posts and treated lumber for the roof, so that won't rot out, and where most of the moisture gets to. And then I've got the siding right here that we got from a guy in North Carolina who has a sawmill, and that's what we're going to use for the siding. As you can see over there on the bottom, what I'm using is a 1x6 deck board to go around the bottom, and that will go all the way around. And what that is the bottom board, so that it will that's kind of in ground contact, and that way that won't rot away. Then from that point I'll start building up with the pine boards, and then we'll probably put some kind of a Thompson's water seal or something on top of that. But everything came out pretty good. We get some pretty good wind, and so I've used some hurricane straps to help hold everything down, and that's what I did on the chicken house, and that worked well. And then I also used a bunch of I don't know if you can see them, but those lag bolts there that goes through the 2x4 and then all the way into the 4x4. Just love the spring colors out there. And so this is the inside here that you can see. Got a little opening up at the top there that water shouldn't really get in there, but it will have a little bit of ventilation for air. Keep it a little cooler in here. Now this is the rest of that lumber. Got quite a deal on it, and so gonna see how this works out. The guy has plenty of it, and I'm gonna get installing some. I'll show you what it looks like later on. Okay, I got the first wall all done. I'm happy with the way it came out. Looks very cool and rustic. I'm sure the goats will be happy. I want to give a shout out to Backwoods Patriot. He is a person that I saw on his YouTube video that he was doing this out of wood that he cut on his property. He sawmilled it. I cheated and went to a sawmill. I just don't have the lumber to do this with. But it seems to work out pretty good. I know there'll be some warping and cupping and whatnot on this, but that's okay. As you can see on the bottom, I have that treated board that has, and what that's going to do is have contact with the ground. And then the rest of them will just be right there, and we'll put some finish on them of some sort. Really like the way it turned out. Also, something else Backwoods Patriot did is when he was putting the boards up, he was talking about reversing them and watching the thick ends and the thin ends, so that you make sure that you get a good overlap, and to keep it level, so you make the adjustments as you go up to the top. As you can see, it turned out quite well, and I'm even from one end to the other, only about 1 inch difference. Now I left the ends wild, and what I'll do is probably just take the chainsaw and come and clean that all up. That'll be easy. But the goats, I've got it made. Now on the other walls, I'm going to. I got some windows off of Craigslist, some from 1940 windows, a couple of with the 6-panel, I think they are, and it had bad glazing on there, and so I have to reglaze those. But I'll probably be putting 3 of those in there, one in the milking area, and then one in the nursery, and then one more. And as you can see, there's a couple of gaps, so I can spy outside. But if those turn out to be an issue, later on I'll just overlap them, kind of like a board and batten situation on the inside, I guess. That way it'll look good from the outside. So it's starting to rain. That's probably about it for the day. That's what happens in the springtime here in the Carolinas. We get rain, and we have this lovely red mud that when it gets wet, it is very slippery. One other thing that I wanted to point out to you is that the nails that I use, I picked up a nail gun because I don't do a lot of that type of work that, well, I built my house, so I guess I do, but we picked up a nail gun at Harbor Freight, a framing nailer, and it seems to work pretty good for the price. And what I did is I used some ring shank nails. Now, see if I can find it here. This is what a ring shank nail looks like. If I can get it to focus in on it. At any rate, you can see that there's little ribs on the end there. And there you go. And so those give good holding power once they're shot in. Also, on the end of it is a glue. See, it's brown at the end on the right-hand side there. And what happens is, as the nail gun shoots it in, the friction from it melts the glue a little bit, and so that just helps for it to stick in the wood a lot better. But these type of nails will work good because, you know, this is wet wood coming from the sawmill, and so it's going to dry out as it's sitting up here and contract and expand with the seasons, and so this will help hold it in. The nails will help hold it in. Well, that's about it. It's starting to rain, and that's enough for today. Okay, God bless you.